Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Monday, April 22nd, 2024. I do want to mention today is Earth Day, so wherever you're out there in the world, because we're here on Earth, do something kind for the Earth. Appreciate the Earth. Pick up some garbage on the side of the road. Water your plants. Where I'm at, the grass is barely starting to green up, but that's what happens. Spend some time outside for Earth. Appreciate it if you can. Plant a tree if you can. That's even better. I think Mother Earth appreciates all of those things. Plant some flowers if that's all you got. Put some seeds in the ground. Just maybe even just go outside and say thank you to Mother Earth for providing so many things to us. Anyway. So today is Monday. Tomorrow is the full moon. So we kind of have that energy starting to shift, where it feels full and abundant and everything is shining down on us. We kind of start to feel that, I believe, the day before the full moon and the day after. I always look at the full moon and new moon as like 3-day phases, the day of, the day before, and the day after. So anyway, this week we are working with The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. We've been investigating this deck for several days now, and I hope everybody's liking it. It is an oracle deck, but it's kind of written with the principles of a tarot deck, but it has a more modern positive psychology, is what Colette said. She used to read traditional tarot cards for years and years. Actually, it's what paid her rent and bought her groceries. So she knows the tarot very well. And she did this as sort of a modern interpretation of it. And she changed some things in the cards. Like she kind of swept away the traditional suits, which were swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. And she just renamed them air, fire, water, and earth, which really connect to the energies of those suits anyways. I mean, traditionally, that's how the tarot reads. Swords is associated with air. Wands is associated with fire. Cups associated with water. Pentacles associated with earth. She just kind of swept those symbols away and said, let's just go with the directions. She changed a couple of the other names of some of the cards, like the death card she calls transformation. The devil she calls temptation. She changed the knights to messengers to fit our more modern world, because really there's not a whole lot of knights rolling around in the world right now. But in the sense of a traditional tarot deck, it has 22 trump cards. It has 56 suit cards for a total of 78 cards. So in those ways, it's very, very much a traditional deck. And it's a big deck, so I sometimes fumble a little bit with it. 78 cards, and they're, not quite as big as my hand, but close. So I do the best I can with shuffling them, but there ain't nothing fancy that goes on when I shuffle these cards. Like, if I tried to side shuffle these right now, I'm pretty sure I would just make a big mess. And I would have a bunch of cards to pick up, not just maybe the 2 that I need. So, as always, I open a circle of light and love and protection around myself, which extends not only to myself and my physical reading, but also to the collective and anyone watching the reading, no matter when. See, I'm struggling to shuffle these cards. Whenever you watch this reading, whether it's today or next month or next year, I believe that there's something message-wise in the reading for you when you find it. I truly believe that. I find myself finding older readings, and I'm like, yep, today was the day I needed to hear that. Spirit knows what it's doing. We're kind of fumbling around here, but Spirit knows. So I look at 2 things. I look at the energy. Another really crappy shuffle on my part, sorry. I look at the energy of the day, which is the force that's directed towards us from our environment, the universe, the world around us. And then the focus is our intention, our effort, or our response that we put into that. Because ultimately we are part of the great scheme of things. We are co-creating with Spirit. So one more shuffle and we'll pick some cards here. So I'm going to read the meanings from the guidebook, because Colette wrote it as an oracle card, and I think that her words are very important. So we'll take a look at the cards and the artwork, but really I want to kind of depend on her meanings and interpretations of these cards for our message. So our energy card for today. Okay. And then our focus card for today. All right. I'm always, when I'm pulling these out, I always feel like I'm going to drop the whole deck, but so far that hasn't happened. I expect it will sometime, knowing me. Anyway, all right, so we have our 2 cards. I just want to say that I first got my hands on a deck of tarot cards probably about 30 years ago, and I was very intrigued by them and very intimidated by them as well. It's a lot to know. It's a lot to take in the pictures. It has a lot of meanings. It wasn't always easy to find meanings on cards or what it could potentially mean. Even now, you could look something up on the internet and you'll find a site that will give you some different concepts for every single card. So some of this is very intuition driven, kind of knowing what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And I think Colette really kind of swept a lot of that away when she tried to interpret the tarot more like an oracle. So let's look at our energy card. We have the 10 of Earth. I love all the Earth cards. They're just so beautiful. We got some light shining up here, which really makes me think this is a double down energy for us today and something to really focus on. So the artwork itself shows a young girl. She's probably a fairy of some sort. She looks like she has some ears, she has some wings, and she's sitting here with a wolf or a dog. But there are 10 symbols around her, like the triquills, but it's like coins or pentacles would be in the tarot deck. And I will tell you that this is one of the more positive cards in the tarot deck. It always makes me happy. When I talked about when the 10 of Swords shows up, that's not the most positive feeling card. The 10 of Earth is definitely positive. All your hard work is paid off. All the things that you've been striving for are yours. So let's look at her interpretation of this real quick. Because like I said, I feel like it's important what she's channeled through for her the wording on this deck. I do also want to say what Colette says about the suit of Earth, which was pentacles or coins or discs, sometimes depending on what tarot deck you're looking at. But Earth means conditions, and it says we see material results. And so traditionally, the 10 of Earth is like all the hard work. You're seeing all the results from all your hard work. So 10 of Earth, it means, for her interpretation here, is affluence, material abundance, mastery, financial security, inherited wealth, and knowledge. Like I said, it's a positive card. Always happy to see it in whatever deck I flip it over in. And the affirmation that goes along with this, or how she wrote this, is, I am now able to step back and observe the results of what I have built through my dedication and hard work. I claim ownership of the castles I built that have taken form in the material world. I have achieved mastery and inherited treasures of knowledge and experience thanks to all I have been through. I smile appreciatively at my run of good fortune. So this is an incredibly positive card. This is an just wonderful. And it's kind of funny. We're getting all this beautiful, abundant Earth energy, the 10 of Earth, on Earth Day, you know? The Earth is paying attention to us, just like Spirit is paying attention to us. Never doubt. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy that we have coming at us. Let's look at our focus so we know how to work with this. Today we have the 9 of Water, another beautiful card. So with our water cards, and it's nice because Earth and water sort of balance each other out. We have water. We have a mermaid here. I always think of my mom when I think of mermaid. She's kind of a mermaid to me. This is beautiful. Most of these cards in the artwork have bubbles or pearls in them, but this card has diamonds. Do you see that? Gemstones, which is another thing that really connects to the abundance of Earth to me. So, I mean, I truly believe Spirit is working to guide these readings and give us these understandings. This is another very positive card. I think this maybe isn't the first water card. We pulled another water card earlier. So water associated traditionally with cups in the tarot, but here water means the heart. And it says feelings move things along. And we know water can move things along for certain. So let's look at the 9 of Water here, and I'll read you the meaning as she has written it. So she says, dreams come true, wishes fulfilled, completion, enjoyment, contentment, achievement of desire. Wow, it really goes well with the 10 of Earth, which is all the abundance you're getting because of how hard you've worked and all the things you've achieved and manifested. So The wording for Nine of Water is, it is right to say no to what isn't right for me, and now is my time to experience wishes fulfilled, the sweet harvest that comes from the seeds I planted. I drink in the aroma of successful endeavor, taking pride in my hard work and achievement, and savor the satisfaction of a job well done. I deserve to pause and acknowledge all that I co-created, and I do it joyfully. So this is just a beautiful, positive reading on a beautiful, positive day. It's funny here that I started off the reading by talking about Earth Day, and I talked about spending some time in Earth, you know, watering your yard, watering a plant, planting a tree. These are all things that we do that helps nurture the earth. But in doing these things, the earth helps nurture us. Remember that, you know, it's a very symbiotic relationship. And if you're good to the earth, she'll be good to you. And if you're not so good to her, things might get a little shifty for you. Just remember that in the choices that you make and the things that you do. And, you know, be good to our environment and be good to our planet, and she'll be good to us. So I'm excited about this day. This reading is about as positive a reading as I could have imagined. So I'm excited. I hope you found this reading helpful. I hope you connected with it in some way. I would love to hear what you're thinking about this deck. I'd love to hear what you think about these specific readings. I mean, this one is, I'm excited about this day, and I'm excited to see what happens. I have a very positive feeling, so I'm excited about that. So, again, this is the Good Tarot Deck by Colette Baron Reed. Please like, please subscribe, please share, please leave me comments. In this way, you can help my channels grow so I can help continue to spread these messages to other people. Messages that hopefully can help us all move on and become more and something better in our lives, and we can help our souls grow and develop and learn and become something more. And by us growing, hopefully we can help others grow as well, that we can be beacons and teachers and guides for other peoples. So I am so grateful for your time with me today. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me.